Hi guys, it's Nige at 𝘆cie Independent Estate Agents, and I hope you're well. Today I want to welcome you to my property tour because I'm down in a quintessential English village called Whitley. It's a very highly favoured village, and just in here you can see I'm surrounded with some grounds. It's actually a really good corner plot, and in there just to the left of me is a 4-bedroom semi-detached bungalow, which I believe is sat or positioned on a decent plot. You could extend the bungalow. I think you can even add another property into this, so it will suit developers as well, subject to planning permission. The sun's behind me. It's a glorious day. It's Thursday morning, and what I'm going to do is we're going to just spin the camera around in a minute so we can see this bungalow and inside, walk around the grounds. We're going to talk about the village of Whitley as well, and its amenities and its road links to other towns, and we're going to get straight into this property. But I think this property opens up for people that are maybe downsizing, those empty nesters that want to downsize or move back into the village of Whitley. Maybe they came from Whitley, people that want to upsize, people that are already in this village. People move all around the UK. They choose villages for a reason. It's a lifestyle move. This one needs a bit of work inside, needs a bit of updating. It's the potential that this property offers. And just look at the grounds that I'm in. This is only half the grounds here. There's a lot of property to this semi-detached bungalow. It is 4 beds. It does need a bit of work, like I said, inside to modernise it, but there's so much potential with it. So let me spin this camera around. Let's just talk about Whitley, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take a tour inside and then have a look at those grounds at the end. And here we are. This is the semi-detached bungalow in Top Lane. I'm just going to walk left a bit because there's a lot more in behind there where that car is. You've got the shed there, garage there, and then there's another bit of plot there, and that just opens up down here. So I'm just going to walk down here as we talk about the village of Whitley, because just along this road which goes into Top Lane, there's a little shop up there. There's Pear Tree Pub / restaurant, decent grub food. You go along the 𝘁𝗃𝗃 road, and that will link you into 𝘁𝗃𝗃 if you want. You can go into Melksham. It's not so far from here. And there's other villages as well, like 𝘀𝗲𝗹𝗶𝗶. There's other villages like 𝘃𝗃𝗃𝗏 as well that are close by. Great road links into Bath. I reckon it's only about 10-12 miles away from here. 𝘁𝗃𝗃𝗏, like I said, is close. Our bustling market town of Melksham, again, is close by. There's decent road links, there's decent bus routes, there's the golf club that's in Whitley. It really is a decent village. The schools are excellent, private schools, secondary schools, primary schools in 𝘀𝗲𝗹. It does have everything on your doorstep, and then the amenities are close by as well, especially if you've got a car. You can use the access for car or for bus routes. As I just walk by, you can see the size also of this bungalow. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk around the grounds, then we're going to go into this property, then we're going to finish up in the grounds of this property so I can show you its potential. It's a glorious day, so let's get into this property, which is called Greenacres. And we're just at the front of it, so you've got a 5-bar gate. You go up through, it sweeps through, it's very private. Yes, you've got another bungalow to the left of you, but this is a semi-detached property. There is no chain with this property as well, so anybody in a proceedable position, this is great for. Now you can see how this land opens up. I'm just going to walk you through it for a bit of the way, because we're going to spend a bit more time in the end when we're finished inside the property. You can see as I'm walking up, it's quite a distance. It just opens up here. So there's a lot here, there's a lot here, there's a lot there, and there's a lot in there behind. And I just want to show you an example, actually. I was going to do this later, but we're at the bottom end of this garden. So excuse me as I turn around. You see that property there that's been built? That's on a similar infill. So next door, that's had its planning permission. Property there, semi, and that corner plot just there. They're just building a new property in there. So as you can imagine, as you come in here, boys and girls, what you can do with it. Bungalow will always sit there. You can move the garage, you can bring it down, you can put a double garaging in here, but you could section something off in here. There's plenty of land still with this bungalow. As I walk up around, I have to show you these ideas, because that's the whole point of these property tours. We get a lot of compliments. Everything's subject to planning permissions, of course, being granted. But you can see where we're going from here. There's another side access here, all this parking. Garage can be taken down. And as we walk around, let me just show you that front before we go inside. There's a lot here. A lot here. Come around here. You get what I mean about this. I'm not going to say any more. Everyone will have their own ideas. I'm just here to connect people to property. But look, there's more here as well. And there we have a bit more of an idea where the bungalow is and the land that's here. That will give you a bit of an idea before we go in. So we're going to go through this side door and take a look around in Greenacres in Top Lane, and then we'll come outside after. So as promised, just a bit more to the side there. Of course, garage is here. There is a little bit of access there. There's a bit of storage you could put in behind there. Just got to bring the camera around because the sun is in my eyes, so that'll give you more of a view there. Attractive little patio. It's double glazed. Go down the patio into this side door. Bit of tiled flooring. A tumble dryer in here. And of course you can see it's going to go straight into the kitchen here. Space for white goods, plumbing for dishwasher, washing machine. Double glazed, tiled flooring. And look, it's very clean and tidy, but you can see it's dated. This will be obviously renewed. There'll be somebody who will put a fresher kitchen in, something a bit more modern, but it's ready to do. Obviously you're going to have base units, eye level cupboards. You'd expect that. Turn the camera around. And that was that side access as we come in. Turn the camera around there, and just gives you an idea of natural light. The blinds aren't pulled completely up, but of course you can see the light. You can see where that sun's shining as well. Just come back on ourselves. Let's just turn this camera around, and then away you go. There is gas heating in here. I'll show you that later. This in effect is the kitchen. I'm going to knock through here because that might give you an idea what we're going to come to later. Then we come into the hallway. It splits left to right. Little bathroom. There's a bedroom there. There's a bedroom there. And of course the front door. That's the normal way that people would come in. They might use the back. Let me just turn this camera around. So that's the front. You see all that garden area in front there, and then it just opens up, brings in natural light, and then there's rooms that split off because there's 2 more bedrooms down there and a shower room as well. As we're into this hallway, let's go straight ahead. There you can see some access to loft space. You could go up in the loft. I want to open up this cupboard. There's your linen shelving, and of course your boiler's tucked away in there. All important things to figure out. You could refigure this bungalow out, which we'll see over time. You could move things around rooms. It's brilliant for that. Open up the bathroom, tiled flooring, radiator, and the tiling just goes around the half tiling there. Obscure double glazed window just to that side aspect there. Low level WC wash and basin. This like P-shaped bath. Shower screen. And I think somebody else will modernise this bathroom a bit more as well. It's clean, it's very functional. You don't have to do it straight away. Let's pop that camera back out there. And I love that hallway, and I love the way it splits off hallways as well. So when you come in from your hallway, you've got rooms that go off in different directions. That shows you the size of this bungalow itself. I'm not going to name it. We're going to come off this into a bedroom. This could be any bedroom. I'm not going to give a number on it, but it's one of the bedrooms. Of course, it's a double. You could put freestanding on either side. Longish radiator there. Open it up there, and then you can see you can put a bit more in terms of freestanding chest of drawers on that side. Double glazed window to the side elevation. And again, I'm going to open up this curtain blind, and that shows you everything to the side. And remember, there is side access. Nice fields over there, but there is a road, so there is a bit of road noise. But Whitley is quite a decent, quiet village in itself. This one's off a main road, but there is a road there, but there is fields. It's brilliant for countryside walks. It's a thriving community. You've got reading rooms. You've just got everything you'd expect in a village. Whitley is one of those top villages, and we're very lucky to have another property on in this beautiful village of Whitley. Come back out from the bedroom. Remember, kitchen was in there. There was a little side bit there that you can use as store. We're going to go into another bedroom. This I actually think is a decent office. It looks like an office, but again, you could put a single bed in here. This shelving I'm sure will go unless they want to leave or somebody wants to buy it. There's a radiator there, double glazed window just to the front elevation now. You can see how that sun's trying to get over to that garden and into the property. As I turn this camera around, you can actually see there's a bit more space there. But I think this is a great office. And of course, as you know nowadays with hybrid working, some people are working from home. Look at the size of that front garden there. I'm going to have to sort of deviate a minute because I think that's where the potential is. The land, You know, you've got to do up this bungalow, you've got to smarten up a little bit and modernise it. Brilliant bungalow in itself, but then it's the land around you. And I think that has to be highlighted as a selling point. What's the point if we don't highlight it? Brilliant outside, but there's a lot of space inside. So just to show you again, we came from that bathroom, we came from the kitchen, one of those bedrooms, two of those bedrooms, back out into this lovely, well-lit entrance hall. And again, there's your nice window there to the front. Big picture window that. Let's pop that camera out there so you can see the front aspect of the property. And as I turn it around, you can see the focal point being that fireplace there. I don't know if that's a gas fire in there or if it's working or not. Radiators run along, little window there, but plenty of space there for your freestanding sofa, seats, etc, etc. You could build little shelves into the recesses as well. I think that's cute. They've put some furniture in there, but I've seen people building shelves or cupboards into that because that's the age of these properties. When they were built, you could do extra bits to it like that to make it more attractive or not, depending on your taste. But it's really, really decent sized living room, this, as you would expect in a bungalow of this era. Come back through. Just going to show you another angle. I think it's really important to demonstrate the possibilities. Like I said, I just love the way this landing or this spacious hallway comes off and into different rooms. It just gives you another idea of the space that's available here in this bungalow. Now then, we did mention earlier from the kitchen, and as you can remember, we knocked through that wall, and I think some people might open this up. They could use this as a bedroom, they could use it as a dining room, but they could also open up and have a showpiece kitchen if they wanted to, or they could extend out. Just remember, guys, when you extend and you've got a big footprint like this property, it's actually not a bad shout, because, you know, in 10 or 20 years, you should, if you increase the square footage of a property, it should then, subject to market conditions, help the value of the property as well. It's a great investment. But there are options with this property. You could extend the kitchen out that way. You could go out that way. So, you know, we'll go back out there, but I think there is potential with this property to do even more. And why not? You know, that's what this property is about, you know. So I'm just going to stop the tour here because there's quite a bit to do, and then we're going to go into those other rooms just ahead of us. I just wanted to show you that hallway again. I love the way those pane windows look, double glazed pane windows there. And then you're back into this dining room. I'm going to bring the camera around a little bit. It wouldn't surprise me if this was added or extended over the years, I don't know. But it kind of, I'm not sure if it has or it's been reconfigured a little bit, but this is the footprint as we see it today. So decent dining room coming off that hallway. Love the space in here. And then you can see a radiator there. And then you can see another multi-pane door and then an inner passage. Big cupboard in here, just going to open it up for you so you can see that there's storage in there that goes to the depth of that cupboard over there. And then in here there's a little shower room. So shower cubicle, low level WC, wash hand basin, tile flooring, and then the double glazed, obscure double glazed window, just bringing in natural light. Little shower screen, some tiled walling. Let's see if there's a radiator behind here. And there we have your ladder style, chrome style radiator, as one would expect. But it's quite cute in here because obviously you've seen the two bedrooms, if you remember, over there. As you come back through this dining room, you've got another two bedrooms, and these are slightly bigger. You'd imagine it's actually, you could call it the quieter part of the property as well. Not that it's not it's noisy or anything, but I think because it's further away to the back of the side, maybe it'll be a bit quieter in some aspects that way, or it feels that way anyway. Double bed, freestanding on either side, as one would expect. Window. Those wardrobes aren't built in, so again, they could go, somebody might want to have them, or the owner might be willing to sell them or leave them, but that's not included in this sale. It's just a freestanding. You can see that inner passage again, especially all the way out to that hallway. Radiator there. Love this big picture window. The weather's been great. And look at where you can start to imagine the extension. That kitchen could come out. That kitchen can go out there. This could go out. And then in there somewhere could be, subject to planning, if somebody wanted to have a look at that, another property. Not everybody does. They want to maybe have a double garage, and they'll build a double garage in there. They'll actually might move it, I can see somebody not doing anything like that, but extending this bungalow or making it, you know, the features different, the benefits different of the different rooms, reconfiguring it, maybe extending it, moving the garage. There's so many options that you could do here. And last but not least, the fourth bedroom. I haven't named it, but I think this is the master bedroom because it looks like the master bedroom. These again look built in and fitted. Bedroom furniture, obviously cupboards, wardrobes, chest of drawers there on both sides. There's probably a bit of lighting in there as well. And then the bed, the double bed's there, and then the radiator. And again, it just feels quieter. It's a really good size, this. You could put some freestanding bits and pieces there on the right. Let's pop the camera out there. And then you can just see a bit of that garden. It's not a lot, but there's a bit of that garden. But of course, it's another strip of land, and then it goes further out, as we'll show you again when we get outside. I just like to give different aspects of the room. Gives people an idea, it demonstrates the possibilities of the home. I think this is an amazing bungalow, to be honest with you. I'm not going to open up that cupboard. Do you know why? It's just a cupboard, guys. And I've shown you 2 or 3 already, so they all look the same. It's just there for storage. Decent room, this. And from here, I'm just going to recap, and then we're going to go outside to have a look at those gardens again. And here we have it. Let's call this the last bedroom, but this is the main bedroom. Just to recap, nice double bed, all built in, little side aspect there. Come back through, another double bedroom, elevations to the side, or the side aspect bringing in natural light, double bed. It feels like it's a second part of the property, this. You've got a shower room, so these 2 bedrooms could use it. You've got an inner passage, enough storage in there. It then opens up into the dining room. We've mentioned you could knock through or you could go out. You can still retain it as a dining room. Come back through just to show you that those 2 bedrooms come from there, and then the shower. Then we're opening up again into this hallway. Come through the hallway. Lovely windows. Remember, that's got to that front aspect, all the garden there. Decent size hallway, decent size living room. And you've got this lovely lit, light and airy, welcoming hallway. Radiator, loft. I called this a bedroom, but also it looks great for a study. Come back through, and that was the first bedroom that we saw when we came in. And then the bathroom, again, tile flooring, all bits and pieces you'd expect. Come back through here. And last but not least, if you remember, with the kitchen. Here's the kitchen. Little passage out there. There's probably some bits and pieces up there. Could be electrics or whatever. You know, it's gas heating. And then we have this property. And then we're going to finish off with this tour. And we're just going to finish it off here outside. So that's everything inside. Let's take another look outside. It's a glorious day. Let's enjoy these gardens. So I think it's always worth another look around these gardens because I'm standing outside. If you wanted to look at it in a different way, there's a side access there. Parking, parking, parking. There's ample parking, as you know. As I bring the camera around and we talk about kitchens and stuff, we can see where the rooms are. You can see that was a bedroom there. You could bring the kitchen out. I think here, if you didn't want to put another property in it, this is probably an area that I'd look at. I don't know why, but for me, I think there's some space there to extend. I think that kitchen could be a showpiece kitchen. You could come this way, or you could do something with that room. There's obviously potential, and then you've got all this land here, and it depends on what you want to do with it. Because really, guys, you could move the garage, you could make a bigger garage. There is money to be spent on this property. We've priced this correctly. There is no chain, hence the reason why the potential's there, because somebody's going to see it, somebody's going to do something with it. I'm just going to stand back again just to show you the corners. It's all bounded by nice hedging. There's privacy, but you can see how far back now that goes from here. I showed you the other property across the road that's been extended, or infilled, I should say. So that's past planning permission. And then we're going to go back and have a good look around. There's a lot to it, I think, as you can agree. I'm going to go this way, so we didn't go this way last time. Been up the path. I don't know, there's a lot here. And there is a real, you're really set back off the road. Those were those lovely gates that we saw down at the bottom. You can just see my car appearing. Beautiful, beautiful gardens. So all you people out there, buyers, people selling and buying, investors, trading down, trading up, looking for village properties, what can you do with this one? It's ready to buy, there is no chain. I think I've summarised it quite well actually, the people that it would suit, the people that would trade down. You know, I've got people that ask for villages because they were born or they lived here, they're moving back to Wiltshire, they want to be back into a Wiltshire property. Well, here's a great example if you want to trade up or down. Don't forget there's all that land over there as well. But this is Greenacres, guys. Top Lane, Whitley. Any questions, it's Nige at 𝘆cie𝗂𝗿𝗶𝗿 Estate Agents on 01225 707 342. I really hope you've enjoyed this tour. It's been an interesting property for me today and for us to get this up and running. Happy to show you around. Any questions, like I said, feel free to give me a nudge on 01225 707 342. Hope you're all well and I look forward to hearing from you.